Remember when Vauxhall made cars that actually made your heart beat faster? No. That's because today's Vauxhall lineup looks like it was designed during a mandatory HR team building workshop. But once upon a time, there was a legend, the Calibra. And today, we're asking, could Vauxhall bring it back like Renault's doing with the iconic 5? And if not, why not? In the 90s, Vauxhall wasn't just about selling you your granddad's retirement wagon. No, sir. They had ambition. They had a V6. They had style. Fast forward to 2025. And what do we have? Crossovers, gray plastics, and cars so forgettable that even their designers need a name tag to remember them. Meanwhile, over at Renault, someone finally remembered the 5 Turbo and said, "Hold my wine, we're bringing sexy back." So here's the question. Why isn't Vauxhall doing the same with the Calibra? Let's dive into it. Let's roll back the clock. Launched in 1989, the Vauxhall Calibra, or Opel Calibra for our continental friends, was the aerodynamic icon. In fact, it had the lowest drag coefficient of any production car at the time, just 0.26 CD. That's sleeker than a buttered-up penguin on an ice slide. Under the bonnet, options from a humble 2.0-liter to a roaring 2.5-liter V6, making around 170 horsepower. Decent numbers for the era. And yeah, there was even a 4x4 turbo version that's rarer today than a polite BMW driver on the Autobahn. Design? Pure coupe elegance. Low roofline, chunky stance, and doors the size of an entire Parisian apartment. So what went wrong? Well, life happened. In the 2000s, Vauxhall got swallowed into the great SUV-ification of Europe. They moved from "let's make cool stuff" to "let's make something your Aunt Linda will buy after her 3rd divorce." And sure, sales kept the lights on. But the soul? Gone. Today's lineup is about as exciting as a soggy crumpet. Ooh, look. Another crossover that looks exactly like the last crossover, but with different stitching on the seats. Now, look at Renault. They got the memo. The new Renault 5 EV, retro futuristic gold. It's playful, it's small, it's electric, and people are already throwing their wallets at it, even before final pricing is confirmed. Reports say Renault is aiming for around 25,000 euros for the entry model. That's hot hatch money for something that's basically nostalgia on 4 wheels. Plus, they've kept the iconic design language but added 2025 tech. LED DRLs that wink at the old car, sculpted sides, and a proper stance. Renault knew. Nostalgia sells. But only when it's done right, not just a badge slapped on a warmed-up shopping trolley. Dear Vauxhall, listen up. It's not complicated. Take the Calibra. Give it a sharp coupe body. Make 2 versions. One with a turbocharged petrol V6 for the purists, maybe something around 300 horsepower. And one that's pure electric. A proper EV coupe, not an SUV pretending to be sporty. Give it, say, a dual-motor AWD setup, 400-kilometer range, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in under 5 seconds, and a starting price below 45,000 euros. And call it something simple. No Grandland Calibra Ultimate Crossover Edition nonsense, just Calibra. Throw in some customizable neon trims, and boom, you've got Gen Z, millennials, and nostalgic Gen Xers all drooling at the dealership. But will they actually do it? Well, the odds aren't exactly stacked in our favor. Vauxhall, now part of Stellantis, is busy electrifying their entire range and mostly focusing on, you guessed it, more SUVs and compact EVs. The upcoming Vauxhall Frontera EV, another family blob. However, there's a small glimmer of hope. Stellantis has shown flexibility. Just look at how Peugeot is bringing emotion back with the E3008 and future E308 GTI concepts. If the electric market demands fun coupes again, and with China, Europe, and the US hungry for something different, maybe, just maybe, Vauxhall could finally wake up. But knowing Vauxhall, they'll probably announce a new Calibra SUV crossover with sporty accents and send it straight to the discount aisle by 2027. So, to wrap it up, Renault is bringing the 5 back in style. Vauxhall could do the same with the Calibra. But will they have the guts? All they need is a V6 or a spicy EV coupe, not another retirement home shuttle. If you're as tired of boring cars as we are, hit that like button harder than a Calibra hitting 7,000 RPM on a country road. Subscribe to Nobody Drives for more automotive nonsense, hot takes, and futuristic dreams that no one asked for, but definitely deserve. Catch you next time, assuming we're not all driving beige pods by then.